Hi everyone. Okie dokie. I'm back in Seoul. If you saw my video, I don't know, 12 days ago maybe. It was of here. This is Seoul Station. And just one small part of it. Massive ceiling. And just people everywhere. So, hey, hi. I'll say hi. So, I want to share some interesting things that I don't know if it's going to make me seem weird. These things are incredibly logical, well-researched, grounded in reality, but there's that idea that in an insane world, the person who is sane looks strange or insane, right? Right? Okay. So, I'm gonna let you guys, I think, I'll just talk to you directly. Okay. You can see the station in the back, right? Hopefully. Okie doke. So, when you look around and you just see mobs and mobs of people everywhere. There we go. Okay. My feeling when I'm in a situation like this, and of course I'm constantly on buses and constantly on trains, I'm in subways, I'm in public markets, and there's a pigeon. So for me, when I'm in an environment like this, the feeling I have, the thing I feel grateful for is that my immune system right now is gaining strength. My immune system is being exposed to all sorts of unique and interesting things, some of which, because I'm in Asia, I may not have actually run into before, at least not maybe in their pure state. But basically, I know that every day I'm being exposed to something that's new for my immune system. So what does that mean? It means that my immune system, which is, thank God, a good, healthy immune system, is walking around in my body and saying, oh, look at you, oh, I don't like you, you're not supposed to be here, wait a minute, yo, you need to leave. And as it goes around doing this, it keeps me healthy and protected. And it remembers. So when it runs into some of these things later on, it's going to go, hey, I remember you. You're not allowed to be here. Now, I'm lucky in that I'm not actually experiencing symptoms. So nothing that I've run into yet or encountered has been so strong or so unrecognizable to my immune system that it has been able to infiltrate my cells, and if it's a virus, and create many more of itself, whatever. Nothing's been able to get to a point where my immune system had to ramp up, which is what feeling sick is. It's the immune system's response of saying, oh, this actually needs more attention. So energy reserves go into that development, that ramping up of the immune system. That's why we feel fatigued. The immune system starts to do its business, and now you have a bunch of dead white blood cells that have done their job, but they don't need to be here anymore. So now the body is creating mucus and trying to cough it up, or maybe it says, oh, that was in the gut, let's just turn on the pipes and throw some stuff out the back end and get rid of it. Or maybe it's like food poisoning and the body says, whoa, we don't fucking care, this needs to go now, puke, whatever the deal is. Maybe you need a fever and the body says, oh, we're going to cook this thing to death, in addition to chasing it down with our little white blood cells and everything else, T cells and all the stuff that's going on. So I am grateful I haven't been sick symptomatically, but I know my immune system is building itself right now, is constantly active. And for me, this is fabulous. I am being strengthened by the exposure to all of these people. Now, that is incredibly logical, accurate, factual, medically appropriate, true, real, and happening. And then there are other people who have been caught in this narrative that says you are weak, your immune system is incapable, you are vulnerable, you need help from something other than Mother Nature or God. Okay? And that help is going to come in the form of human beings in a lab, and they're going to create a bunch of stuff that will either protect you or will save you from a disease process or an injury or an attack on your body. And yeah, hello, if you've got syphilis, then you're really, really happy that we have appropriate antibiotics that are going to actually deal with that. If you have gonorrhea, if you have chlamydia, if you have a condition that your body isn't handling and you need some extra help, you're very grateful that that's out there. I don't actually know if it was MRSA. MRSA is MRSA, I think. It's one of the most dangerous super bugs out there. Bacteria, not virus. And then there are some other things that are just below it in category of danger. I actually got a spider bite in the woods about 12 years ago when I was walking around with my kids, and by that night it was hurting, and by the next day it was inflamed, and by later that day I called my doctor for an emergency Sunday evening visit, and he came in and he had the lancet, and he put me on the second strongest antibiotics known to humankind, at least that are available in the pharmaceutical world in Washington State. And I recovered, but I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't actually had those antibiotics on board, right? So I'm not against helping the body, but I blend my appreciation for modern medicine with an equally strong and appropriate appreciation for God and Mother Nature and evolution. It is so interesting to me that people who have been caught by the narrative put faith in advanced science of the moment created by human beings using the scientific method to come up with this lab concoction, right? They put faith in that. But in the process of doing so, they drop faith in that thing which has allowed our species to exist on this planet surrounded by an unlimited number of things trying to kill us for hundreds of thousands of years in our current form. Obviously, our species, if evolution's correct, has been around for longer than that, but Homo sapiens sapiens, which is what we call ourselves, we are resilient, we are strong, and we have a beautiful immune system.